I would like to comment on. I'd like to congratulate the council and the staff for taking the initiative or escalating the initiative here on environmental matters without having to be prodded by someone. I think that's a great step forward. I'd like to reinforce what Amir had said earlier. It's a delight to see so many people out here in a positive sense for the environment, as opposed to what happens so frequently when there's a negative issue accruing to the environment. And over the years, as we well know, environmentalists have accrued somewhat of a negative image. Mark, I don't know, if Amir was a tree hugger, wouldn't that be a good thing?
Oh, I said
that was my.
I love them.
There you go. Wouldn't be that bad, would it? This is a great program. Real certainly supports it, and hopefully in the future we can have as many more cooperative efforts to work on positive environmental things and move forward. Trees are a good thing. And there are many other aspects of the environment that we do well. Our recycling program is, well underway, and it's a beneficial thing. But the scope of this project is what's dramatic about it. The fact that Amir has been able to coordinate, along with your support, as many different types of groups in this program, I think is a real beneficial thing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ed.
The next speaker is Bob.
Good evening. I'm Bob Fusionato, 408 Northview Drive, and basically I come to represent environmental community, and I think most everything has already been said here. There's nothing to talk against, actually, but to say that planting trees is a no-brainer. Part of the reason why we moved here to Richardson and our location in Richardson is the feeling of peace and serenity we felt in our area, which is tree-lined, and I have to say thank you for the people that have already planted the trees, and we already have areas of the community that are beautiful. Basically, in addition to some of the other things that have been said, trees help to decrease noise pollution and unsightly views. Properly placed trees can reduce utility bills for air conditioning in residential and commercial buildings. And this, is the opposite side of the other coin. A challenge that we have is energy and environmental issues, and anything we can do to reduce our utility bills, and from the standpoint of Encore and the people that are generating this, it reduces the demand. So actually, any power plant you don't have to build, and any transmission line you don't have to build, because you have reduced demand, is money in the bank. We all know that generating energy by the methods that we currently have are polluting and contributing to things like greenhouse gas emissions. And trees do double duty here, because they're also absorb carbon dioxide and make the environment healthier. And so, like I say, I believe planting trees is a no-brainer, and to add a pun here, it's a pro-growth policy, and glad to see my city doing it.
Thank you very much.
The next.
Thank you for inviting me, and I will be brief. I am the Cub Master for the PAC 262 out of Aldridge, and I'm here to talk about the program in the spirit of volunteerism. I think certainly the program itself has been well discussed, and the merits are certainly obvious. But the opportunity for the Scouts, and you certainly heard a Boy Scout speak earlier, and understand before they get to that level and do all the good work, they come through us. And we take, if you are not involved in Scouts, and many of you may be, we actually take them from the first grade, and they spend their time with us until 5th grade, where we hopefully turn them into productive citizens and move them on to the Boy Scouts. Part of our challenge, and one of the tenets that drives throughout the whole program, is a sense of community responsibility and service. And so every year we have various service projects. And we do things that you would expect, like clean up our neighborhood, clean up the parks, and such. And, of course, part of the problem with that, and maybe some of the good for us, is the parks get dirty again and we have to go back. But very rarely do organizations like the Scouts get an opportunity to participate in something that has a permanence to it, and it's something that they can look back on with pride. And something like this program certainly substantiates that. Being able to participate in a volunteer opportunity to plant these trees provides these boys an opportunity to do something that's productive to the community, but also something they can look back on in pride as they grow up and continue their good work and even into adulthood, and realize that those trees are there because of the direct efforts that they put into it. So I think a worthy program that certainly would sit well with the Scouts. I can only speak for my pack. We've got about 70 boys, but I certainly think any of the other Cub Scout packs would see the value as well. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
William Richardson III. Yep. Those are all the cards,
All
Mayor.
right. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate everyone being here tonight. We're our next, and let me say that's very, very positive response.